फ्रेंड्स, आज हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं चैप्टर नंबर 1 जो क्लास 8 का है और ये महाराष्ट्र सिलेबस का है। फर्स्ट चैप्टर इज रैशनल एंड इरैशनल नंबर्स। पर हम लोग रैशनल और इरैशनल नंबर जानने से पहले हम लोग ये देखते हैं कि व्हाट इज नंबर। ओके, फर्स्ट we will understand what is number, then we will go for different types of the number, then we will classify what is rational number and irrational number. Okay, let's begin. What is number? Okay, number क्या होता है? Number is a arithmetic value because it represents some values. Okay, what is the value? Value can be for like quantity. Okay, क्वांटिटी जो हम लोग जस्ट लाइक पेट्रोल जब आप परचेस करने जाते हो तो आप कितने लीटर चाहिए पेट्रोल, दिस इज कॉल्ड क्वांटिटी। ओके, इट कैन बी 1 लीटर, इट कैन बी 2 लीटर, इट कैन बी 3 लीटर्स, राइट। और जब भी तुम कोई परचेस करने जाते हो, लेट्स से आप शुगर परचेस करने जा रहे हो, तो शुगर की क्वांटिटी कैसे हम लोग मेजर करते हैं? इट कैन बी इन केजीज। ओके, ये या तो 1 kg होगा, केजी का सिंबल होता है केजी, yeah, it can be 2 kg or it can be 3 kg. This is how the quantity which represent the value, this is called the numbers. Number represent the arithmetic value, and arithmetic value can be quantity or it can be like the kgs or it can be like amount. Okay, when you say amount, that amount can be कितने पैसे आप दे रहे हो। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप 1 kg शुगर लेते हो तो आप 30 रुपये का सिंबल है RS। ओके, अगर आप 30 रुपये में 1 kg शुगर लेते हो, दिस क्वांटिटी रिप्रेजेंट द नंबर्स। ओके, व्हाट इज द नंबर? इट इज 30 नंबर्स। ओके, और आप 1 लीटर अगर पेट्रोल ले रहे हो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल 90 रुपीज़ का होता है। ओके, दिस इज द सिंबल फॉर द रुपीज़, सो 90 रुपीज़ रिप्रेजेंट द नंबर that represent a value, and that value is amount of the cost of 1 liter petrol. This is called the numbers. Okay, अब हम लोग देखते हैं कि कितने टाइप्स के नंबर होते हैं। ओके, नंबर कैन बी, ओके, द फर्स्ट वन इज ए नेचुरल नंबर। ओके, नेचुरल नंबर क्या होता है? ओके, नेचुरल नंबर रिप्रेजेंट एनी नंबर विच इज स्टार्टिंग विथ 1 and it can be anything, 2, 3, 4, or it can be any numbers. The last number can you represent 1000? Okay, it can be more than 1000, it can be 2000, or it can be any more than 1 lakh. So how we can represent the largest number? It is called the infinity. Infinity represent the highest number which is a positive number because there is no sign prefix. So it is considered as a positive number. This is called the natural number. Any number which start with 1 and it can be like any numbers more than 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, or it can be any numbers between 1 and infinity. This positive number, this number is a positive numbers. Okay, a positive number starting from 1 and it can be any number up to infinity. This is called the natural numbers. Okay, now what is the second type of the number? It is called the whole number. Okay, this is called the whole number. होल नंबर और नेचुरल नंबर में ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है। एनी नंबर विच स्टार्ट विथ 0 and the natural numbers which can be 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can be up to infinity. But any numbers which start from 0, okay, and up to infinity, this is called the whole numbers. So अगर आप देखेंगे नेचुरल नंबर और होल नंबर में डिफरेंस क्या है? Any number which start with 1 and positive number up to infinity, this is called natural number. But the whole number which start with 0 and any natural numbers, okay, so this is called the whole numbers. Now we will see one more number which is called integer numbers. Okay, this is called integer or natural or whole numbers. Okay, इसमें एक ही फर्क होता है, अभी तक हमने सिर्फ और सिर्फ द पॉजिटिव नंबर्स देखा है हमने. ओके, एनी नंबर विच स्टार्ट विद 0 और इट कैन बी 1 2 3, any natural number, these are natural numbers, and this is starting with 0, this is called the whole numbers. So natural number और whole number में फर्क इतना ही है कि starting with 0 this is called the whole number, and any positive number which is called the natural numbers. But integer में क्या होता है, इसमें हम लोग negative numbers में भी जाते हैं. Okay, this is called the positive numbers. Now this is called negative numbers. 0 से नेगेटिव में कैसे जाते हैं, लेस देन 0 विच इज कॉल्ड -1, और इट कैन बी -2, और इट कैन बी -3, और इट कैन बी -infinity, एनी नंबर विच इज नेगेटिव. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड द इंटीजर नंबर. इंटीजर नंबर क्या होता है, एनी नंबर विच कैन बी 0, विच कैन बी पॉजिटिव नंबर, विच कैन बी अप टू infinity, and which can be a negative number up to -infinity. The whole range is called, this complete range is called the integer numbers. Okay, this is the combination of whole number as well as natural number is called the integer number. Integer represent a positive or it can be a negative numbers. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, what is number? Number is a quantity or a arithmetic value which represent, it can be quantity or it can be in kgs or it can be amount. This number represent, the value represent, arithmetic value represent in number. And what all the three types of numbers? Okay, we have three types of number. One is natural number, second is the whole number, and third is a integer. Okay, and how we represent? A natural number start with 1 or it can be any positive number up to infinity, but it should be a positive number. This is called the natural number. Whole number is also a natural number, just like 1 2 up to infinity, but it start with 0. This is called the whole number. And what is integer? Integer is a combination of both the natural number and whole number that represent 0, or it can be positive number or it can be negative numbers. It can be -1, -2 up to -infinity, or from positive side it can be positive infinity. So it is combination of natural number as well as whole number. This represent a integer numbers. Now we'll see what is a rational number. Okay, there are two types of number. One is rational number, second is irrational numbers. Let's say we have two more category. This is called the rational numbers, and one more number is irrational numbers. Okay, rational, what is the meaning of rational? Is rational represent a proportion. Proportion in the sense, let's say आपके पास 3 boxes है. Okay, 3 box में एक box को कलर किया हुआ है, तो that represent 1/3. Okay, अगर आपके पास 2 box को कलर किया हुआ है, that represent 2/3. This is how the proportion. What is proportion? Proportion represent the first number represent how many boxes are colored out of how many numbers. Let's say आपके पास एक स्क्वायर है, स्क्वायर में 4 boxes हैं. Okay, that represent the 4 boxes. Okay, the denomination represent 4. अगर इस 4 boxes में एक बॉक्स को आपने कलर किया हुआ है, okay, that represent 1/4. How many boxes are colored means out of 4 boxes only 1 box is a colored one. How many total boxes are there? 4 boxes, and 1 is the number of colored box. This proportion represent the rational number. Rational number represent in the form of m/n. What is m? M is the numerator and is denominators. Okay, this fraction represent a rational numbers. Okay, and what is the quality of the rational number? Is a rational number. Okay, क्या हम लोग 1/4 को डिवाइड कर सकते हैं? 1/4 मीन्स 1/4, 1/4 इन द सेंस 0.25. अगर आप 4 से डिवाइड करेंगे 1 को तो इट इज रिप्रेजेंट 0.25. 0.25 रिप्रेजेंट इन नंबर. ओके, यहाँ पे आपका कंटिन्यूसली डिवाइड हो रहा है नहीं. ओके, दिस इज कॉल्ड द टर्मिनेटिंग. ओके, एंड इट इज just the value 0.25. It is not ending at 0.25. Can it be 0.2, 1, 2, 3, 4? It keeps on dividing. Let's say 5, 6, 7, 1, 8, 2, 3. Non-repeating. Again, there is nothing repeating in this pattern. This represent irrational numbers. Okay. Any division which is in the form of m by n only, but it is non-terminating and non-repeating. Let's say 0.25. Again it is represent 0.25, 0.2525. This is repeated patterns. This repeated pattern is called rational number. If anything which is non-repeating and it is non-terminating as well, because if you divide any number, for example the value of pi, what is value of pi? 22/7. If you divide 22/7, it keeps on repeating 3.14 something. Okay, and the pattern itself is not repeating and it is non-terminating as well. This is called irrational number. Rational number और irrational number में इतना फर्क है. Both represent in the form of m by n only, just like 22/7, or it can be 1/4. For example, let's say it can be 1/4 or it can be 22/7, but 1/4 represent 0.25, which is a finite value. Okay, आगे यहीं पे पूरा डिवाइड हो गया है ये नंबर, फर्दर ये इसको डिवाइड करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो दिस नंबर रिप्रेजेंट ए रैशनल नंबर if the number which is again in the form of 22/7, but this number keeps on dividing and non-repeating pattern. There is nothing repeating here. This is called irrational numbers. Okay, in this video we learn what is number, what is the two types of number. One is natural number, second is whole number and integer numbers, and there are two types basically broadly divided. What is those? Rational number and irrational numbers. Rational number represent a finite value, and if it is repeating then also it is pattern is repeating 0.25. If the pattern is non-repeating and it is keep on dividing without repeating the patterns, this is called the irrational numbers. Okay, next video में हम लोग the first exercise which is practice set number 1.1 हम लोग solve करते हैं. Thanks for watching.